Welcome. Welcome to this sense of inner knowing, inner peace, inner acceptance for everything going on in your world, the complicated inner world. Welcome all the different parts of you that might be either screaming for attention or sitting in the background cowering. All of them are beloved. All of them are welcome. All the beautiful needs all these parts of us have, and how they're all wanting to contribute to our well-being. A sense of honoring all parts of ourselves as we go into relationship with others. So part of this acceptance of inner knowing is that everybody else in the world has just as many parts. And this is just a very intellectual kind of like, oh yes, a reminder to myself. No matter what anybody is doing, they have just as many needs and they have very different strategies for meeting them. Oftentimes is me. Often I judge them as unwise for trying to meet their needs in other ways different than me. And I love when I can trust. I may not understand the people around me, but I can trust that they're trying to meet their needs. We may not like it, what they're doing and how they're going about it. And there is a certain amount of peace I can find in myself with trusting and accepting them. As long as physically they're not doing harm. Physically they're not hurting somebody or myself. And trusting that whatever they're doing, they're trying to meet their needs. And I can accept them and even love them, even when I'm triggered. Even when I'm judging them as like, I don't know, what gives you the idea that you're actually going to get your needs met by acting that way? Giving myself compassion for my own discomfort. Or if I can hold myself with tenderness, extend it out to those that are just have different ways of doing things. So that trust in myself, rather than judging myself when I try what I'm doing, what I'm judging as stupid things for a way to meet that need. You really think that talking to that person that way is going to meet your need for connection? I don't know about that, Barbara. And then when I find it in myself, it's so much easier to sort of accept it in other people, right? It's like, oh yeah. don't have to understand them, but I can accept others for they've been trained that way, they have been taught by their peers that way, they were raised that way. For some reason, they have that strategy to meet their needs. And I can accept them, just as I can accept myself when I do things that I realize later are not particularly brilliant, are more just reactive. Loving ourselves up, considering the possibility of when we're stimulated, letting that be as a reminder to love myself up, give myself a break, and then if I have the capacity, I extend my trust in that this person's just trying to meet their needs. Breathing into that sense of complexity of human beings. When we have this inner web, and then confronted with other people. Breathing in, giving myself space to be human. Breathing out, accepting our loved ones, people we don't know, passing by. And most puzzling are people that stimulate discomfort in us. What need are they trying to meet? Something that I may never understand, and as long as physically I'm safe, I can just kind of let them be. Unless they really ask for my help, which is unlikely. Just let people be with their whole myriad of complex needs. As we come back to our own inner world, our own inner sense of care. So as we take this practice of inner knowing and accepting and extend it to others without the demand to understand them, we can just accept them as somehow trying to meet their needs. Unless there is actual physical harm, then we can explore the protective use of force. And that's a whole nother topic. Thank you for joining us, my beloveds.